and welcome to the 5-Minute Fiddle lesson. Today we're going to talk about tuning our instrument. Whether it's violin or fiddle that you prefer, you tune it the same way. So there's two primary ways in which you can tune your violin. One is with the fine tuner and the other is with the pegs. We're going to start with the fine tuner, but before we get to tuning, we usually need to find a piano, pitch pipe, tuning fork, or there are some great apps online. The one that I prefer is this piano tuner. It's like piano without the I, piano tuner. And once you get into the green for your G, D, A, or E, then you know that you've got it right where you need it. So I'll let you find that on your own. But today we're going to start with our fine tuner. So with our fine tuner, if it's flat, we're going to go clockwise. If it's sharp, we're going to go counterclockwise. So let's take a look at and see how that applies to our instrument. So let's say, for instance, now the fine tuner is right here, and on student violins, a lot of times you have one on the G, D, A, and E. I just have one on my E string. So we'll just start with the E string, and I'm going to make it flat. So here's my E flat. Make sure you can hold your violin with your neck and shoulder and chin, and then you just reach around, and then you can grab your E string fine tuner. So we're going to make that flat. So now, since it is flat, we're going to go clockwise. So clockwise, and we're just going to go little by little. And do you see how we just use little short motions to get it where we want it to go? Now let's make it sharp. So here's it sharp. We're going to go counterclockwise. And then it locks into place. So that's how you would use your fine tuner. Now for your pegs, let's say for instance your A's out of tune. So what I like, the trick with your pegs are that you have to push in and turn at the same time. So let's say for instance I'm going to make my A flat. Now, so we're starting out with a flat one. We're going to push in and we're going to, as you can see from our chart with our pegs, if it's flat we're going to go away from your face. If it's sharp, we're going to turn the peg towards your face. Now, I can't emphasize enough that you need to be gentle with your pegs. It's easier if it's flat to go into tune from the peg. Also, make sure you go slowly and little by little when you're tuning it. I can't emphasize that enough, because if you don't, that's oftentimes when we will break a string. So here we go. Now over back to here. I like to do it with my pointer finger and my thumb, and I reach around with my other finger so I can pull against something. So I want to push in and turn at the same time, and that will help your peg stay. So, and if you noticed, I barely turned it just a little teeny bit to get it up to where it was supposed to be. Does that make sense? All right. There's another little trick that you can do if it's just slightly out, and if you don't have your fine tuners. Oh, back up. Yeah, regarding the fine tuner. If your fine tuner is too tight, it just means that it was twisted in too much. And so what you'll need to do is you'll need to loosen it, then probably adjust it with your pegs, and then readjust it with your fine tuner. So if it's not turning, it just means it's screwed in too much. Okay, now back to a little tip. So a little tip is if it is flat, you can push in the string to the peg box. If it is sharp, you can gently pull the string away from the fingerboard. Remember, gently there. Okay, so here's what it would be like. So say for instance my A is just a teeny bit out of tune. I don't have a fine tuner. I don't want to use my peg because it's not crazy out of tune. All I would do is say if it's a little bit flat, I would just push in. This is your peg box area. I would just push in that just a little bit. So you can hear that, right? And then if it's just a little bit sharp, I'm going to pull the string. I'm just going to pull it gently away. And so I'm just pulling it gently, and then it makes it go flat. So those are little tricks that you can do if you just want to tune it just a little bit and you don't have a fine tuner. Okay, going back to our pegs, or to tune our entire instrument, we're always going to start with the A string. So make sure you have a good A, and then you're going to tune down a fifth to the D string, then you go to the G string, and then you go back and get the A and the E string. You're going to listen for the ring for a perfect fifth, and you'll hear it lock in. A perfect fifth, to find out a little trick to that, is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. You can feel the hear the Twinkle Little Star for a perfect fifth. So let's try this little step right here. If we have a good A, then we're going to go to our D string. Now it's already at a perfect fifth, so I'm going to lower it so you hear it doesn't sound like a perfect fifth. And I'm going to bring it up. See how that locked it in? It's just a teeny bit flat, so I'm going to go to my peg box. Oh, I went too far, so I'm going to pull it just a little bit. See here how it locked in? That's a perfect fifth right there. So I hope this was helpful in helping you tune your instrument. I know it can be a little intimidating, but we've all been there. With these quick little tips, I think it might help you in tuning your instrument. Please subscribe to my channel. You can go to Facebook at Michelle Edwards Music if you want some more tips. And as always, if you have any questions or would like to know more information, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll be happy to help you out with future lessons. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.